Flight sim. Alright. Hopefully my controls didn't reset. I don't know how long it's been since I played this a little bit here, so we're going to relax with some of this today. Taking a small break from our medieval village. Alright, let me make sure everything's set up here. Not doing VR and flight sim. I'm still kind of waiting for maybe some potential updates in that regard. Okay, is this working? Let's go to options, control options, and Logitech Extreme. Cool, that's working then. Alrighty. Hey, bye, that guy.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. We're going to be doing some missions here in the Sky Park application.
Gosh.
So those of you who do not know what Sky Park is, it is this, as I had to reset some things. So this is the Sky Park. It is a little app that generates random missions for us to do. We're going to start in Parkersburg, you know me. And we're going to be picking up, looks like, some COVID-19 vaccines and taking it up to Cleveland. I don't know why such a small airport is supplying Cleveland, but I think that's fine. It's the only mission in the area anyways. You just want to do twin engine, just so we can kind of get there. I think it's 125 nautical miles to get up over in that area.
Yeah, we can do some twins.
Okay, let me get some music going here for chat. So let's do... What is a good OST to listen to, you think? Nah, you know what? I'm not expecting to get any sort of money off the actual stream itself. I'm fine with copyright. We'll listen to some lo-fi. Just some jams. That's fine. Okay. Alright, world map. So you say the performance increased?
Yeah, it was pretty good. We did hardly anything at all compared to before.
Alright. So we're going to do completely live weather, which means we are taking off in what appears to be a complete thunderstorm. There's some actual people here already on this runway, which is kind of interesting. No one flies around here. Alright, we got that. Are you logged in? Because I might invite you to the group.
I'm loading up now.
Corey Pedersen, thanks for the sub. Alright, well, I'll be on the ramp. Do we want to do... The only twin engine that I have is the Baron, outside turboprop twin engine. So, looks like you're going to have to try and find something to keep up with the Baron.
Yeah, looks like I may have to do a quick restart as well.
Okay, well, I'll get everything set up on the ground. Hey, Yoda. Good to see you.
I will be back in a moment.
We will be flying in multiplayer, so if you guys have flight sim, you know, come chill, fly with us. That will be great. It's always good to see a few other planes in formation. Let me get an actual notice out here. Grumpy cats. Okay. Announcements channel. Everyone. Planes. USB. And remind me later. Edit. All right. Looking good there, and we are in the. What the heck is up with my? It is. Is my graphic settings right? Let's see. Graphics. Yeah, no. Let's do high end. Thank you. Apply and save. The live weather seems a little off. It's thunderstorming, but not. Huh. General options. Do you remember if there's a way to control the weather? There is. All right. Yeah, no, it's literally set. Okay, let's try clear skies. Let's try rain. And then live weather. Yeah, that's very strange. All right, well, we'll have to see what you'll see when you come in here. And how well that works. Actually, so there's something I need to set up real quick for this to work. I need my track IR. I need my track IR. I'm not using VR. I need to use track IR. Oh, I'm not set up for this. Okay. Come over here. So we're just chilling on the airport pad. Which is fine. Track IR. Put this up over here. I'll plug this USB. I think that'll be fine. Problem about last minute changes to the plan, guys. It's kind of stuff.
All according to plan.
I can't hear right now. My headphones are off.
Oh, good. I can talk about you.
Hey, Erie. How are you? What peripherals do you use? I have an HTC Vive. If I so choose to do VR. And then I just have a simple Logitech Extreme 3D Pro joystick for my joystick. Holy cow, could I get a squeakier chair? I need a new gaming chair. And so if I don't want to use VR, what I can do is I can use track IR instead, which is what I'm going to be setting up right here for us as soon as I get this attached to my headphones. Just like the good old days. But otherwise, no other peripherals. Nothing extra outside that. All right, so that's hooked up. Good to go. Bring this down. At least there are no flying buffaloes. That is very true. We are safe from flying buffaloes. Let's do track IR. Get that started. Okay, we're almost set up. You're sleeping, but I got your notice. Oh, well. Welcome. Does my joystick control the throttle? It does. It just has a little throttle. It's not like a multi-throttle setup or anything. It also has about 12 buttons on it, from landing gear, my parking brake. I can zoom in and out with these buttons. Okay, so that is working. Let me remember what my recenter button is. For those of you who have not seen track IR, hold on, I'll show you what it looks like. Track IR, oh my god. Come on, open back up. There you are. So this is what track IR looks like. So you can kind of see what my head's doing at the moment. Settings. It's not F12, is it? I don't want to hit F12 because that might stop my stream. Would I recommend my joystick or track IR? Which one? Yeah, it is F12. Let's change that. I think F12 works. Let's hit that. Alright, good. It didn't stop streaming. Joystick? Joystick, I would say it's a nice, cheap joystick. Is it the best joystick in the world? You know, no, but it functions fairly well. I'm gonna put my hair up. Alright. Very good. So, let's come down here. And we will start up Sky Park. And we will begin.
Hello, pilot. It's Brian with Clear Sky. We received a special call to action for help delivering some precious cargo. These contracts are for the distribution of COVID-19 vaccines worldwide. You will depart from some of the most popular international airports in the world and fly out to smaller regional ones. Fly safe, and thanks for taking the contract. Let's roll.
Alright, let's get cow flaps open. Mixture set here. One notch of flaps. Throttle up about an inch. Panel lights. I don't know if the weather's going to update at any moment.
Test. Okay.
Well,
Wait, are you okay?
yeah, I'm looking at live weather on my iPad, and there's a small storm just off to the west side of the airport, and it's moving towards the airport, but other than that, there's not really any storms going on currently in real life.
Okay. Maybe that's the thunder rolling in then. That's fine. Avionics prop sync. Initializing the Garmin system. Okay. Might help if I actually recenter my main camera. So when I'm in center, I'm centered. Alright, let's go ahead and turn over the engines. Very good. I'm gonna turn up my in-game sound. It's a little quiet. So how's everyone doing on a Monday? Hopefully pretty well. I hope so, at least. Alright, let's do sound. Let's turn up engine a little bit there. Apply and save. There we go, now we get a little bit of a hum. Alright, engine's on, fuel pumps are off, don't need those. Good to go there. Gonna trim up a little bit for takeoff, just a touch. Are you in the airport?
I am. Starting up right behind you.
So you're ditching classes today as it's part of the 4th of July? Nice. Here, let me turn on player name tags here so we can see where you are. General options. Traffic. Check traffic nameplates on. Okay, apply and save. Yep, there you are, pilot guy. You're in your custom plane that I can't see. Alright.
I'm in my Seneca 5.
Yeah. I suppose it does keep up with the Baron. And the Moody, right? Mooney? Change our CRR to GPS. Yeah. And then get our GPS set here.
Top of the green arc's about 160.
We're gonna fly direct to where are we going. We're gonna load the vaccines. That's fine. Kilo Charlie Lima Echo. So plop that in as a direct course. Charlie Lima. Oh shoot, did I just lose the whole thing because I'm bad at this for some reason? What? Charlie. Go back to L. Cleveland, Hopkins International Airport. Activate. Alright, so that's set. Good to go. Check left. Control surface is responding. Just gonna see the tail. Tail looks good. You look good over there. Alright, I'm gonna swing out. Oh no, do a pushback. Here. General aircraft flying over. Come on, hook it up. Let's go. Push me back. We are on a deadline. You are now invisible.
Yeah, I'm not having any sound for some reason, so I'm just checking to see.
Pushback complete. Rotating out. Alright, so if you want to make a left here on the taxiway, we'll take off towards the north. I guess we will fly or take the runway, taxi down the runway, I think.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, you're all set.
Which runway are we headed to?
I guess it's gonna be runway like 3.
Okay.
Because we want to take off towards the north, right?
You're the one with the flight plan.
Is it easier to use your rudder on the stick? Yeah, it's fine. It's just a twist of the wrist. It's not that bad at all. Okay, and you want to just take the taxiway up here on your left, and then we'll taxi down. Find it very hard on keyboard? Yeah, I mean, keyboard is a either on or off sort of functionality, so I definitely prefer the joystick.
Mm-hmm.
You can also use a gamepad if you want.
Yep. Yeah, I'm flying with the Xbox 360 controller. And there's a lot of customization you can do as far as which buttons do what.
Yeah, I'm sure you have some sort of like hold button that then just essentially opens up new key bindings. Like, you know, left trigger plus X is different than like X by itself, maybe.
Basically, the only one that I have that does that is for the parking brake.
Mm.
The rest of them are all single button.
Do Do you need to do a run-up?
I think we could probably do that, yeah.
Brake is on. Let's get it up to 1700 RPM or so. Okay, 18, that's fine. Magneto 1 and 2. Turn it back. Everything looks normal on my end.
Yep. Mag check's good here. Prop cycled. Ready when you are.
Alright, go ahead. Line up on the left side. We'll take runway 3. You are clear to go, sir.
Yeah, one of the things I like about this Seneca is that it has toggle switches for the mags on each engine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, gears coming up. As I blow your wings off.
Oh.
I'm gonna do a slight turn here. A little bit. Looks like we're heading 0. That's what we want. Or 3.6 if you want to do that. I'm not a pilot. I don't know what I'm doing. First takeoffs are super hard using the rudder.
Hmm?
Yeah. Sorry, I was talking to chat. Yeah, no, it's gonna take some practice, so I'm sure you'll get there. All right, let's do some leaning out. I can half close my cowl flaps or so. Looking good. What altitude do you want to hit?
I like to fly nice and low.
Nice and low. Okay, I guess we could do 3,000.
All right.
1,000 might be good. Gonna hand fly it for a little bit. Did I learn everything for documentation? I learned a lot by intuition, self-taught, and then also my friend here, Pilot Guy, who actually has his pilot's license. So,
Hello.
you know, he gives me a lot of nudges in the right direction. I would say I'm surprisingly well informed for never doing this much in the past.
Yeah.
But still, basically, someone who doesn't know what he's doing.
There's a lot of good tools in game to help you learn as well.
There's the moon up there. You can see that. Alright, we're coming up to 3,000 feet. Gonna level it off, and then we'll see if we can trim it in here. Hoping for just a bit of trim to do what I need to do. All right, I think pretty well trimmed there. Current airspeed is 179 true airspeed. Not going up or down based on my trim, but I'm sure there will be some oscillations as airspeed kind of changes.
Yeah, so it looks like you're just a little bit faster than I am.
I'm not even full throttle, man.
Yeah. So currently my ground speed's about 160. But I'm doing a little more maneuvering than you are as well.
You'd be tempted to randomly start pushing buttons. Well, I mean, I can tell you guys that the, all the planes essentially kind of have a lot of the same startup procedures. You're gonna want to set your fuel. You're gonna want to set your alternators, your batteries. Get those ready to go. Make sure your fuel is open to actually reach to the engine, and your RPM is max. You give it a bit of throttle. Some planes I'm sure have like a choke, right? If they're older.
No. Instead of a choke, you have a mixture control.
Okay, so that is essentially a choke. What?
Same rough idea for what they do, but they do it a little bit differently.
Okay, got it. And then you just kind of start your engines. I'm going to turn off my landing lights. I don't need those on right now. I think my joystick has a slight left kind of lean on it. It's getting a little old.
That might be weather affecting you some too.
Could be wind.
Yeah.
I mean, are we flying in a crosswind right now?
There's
Do I have a
always wind.
indicator.
Let's see.
Is that PDF? Yes, wind. Option 3. Yeah, we have a 4-knot crosswind left to right. I'm not maintaining altitude too well. Okay, so this flight guide is going to be how many nautical miles is this going to be? I'm having to kind of remember how to do all this. 175 nautical miles. We're going to Kilo Charlie Lima Echo. So Cleveland International Airport up in Ohio. In which case, I might go ahead and turn on autopilot. Let's see if I remember how to do that. Good lord. Nope, don't dive. Okay, so let's do nav on.
Yep, I'm showing 107 nautical miles. Currently about 37 minutes.
So autopilot's engaged. Altitude hold. Oh my god, do I actually have my altitude button now? There we go. Nice. What is the flight time? Our current flight time, ETA, is going to be about 30 minutes or so. It's ticking down pretty quick. We're making good speed. Makes me think you unlock buttons as you fly. Yeah, like what everyone does in flight sim first is, of course, fly around a little bit with hand controls. And then all hand flying, and then they start going farther and further, and hand flying long distances is just like it's like driving your car long distances. You're like constantly thinking, you're looking at your You know. Yeah, I've got my yeah. So this button down here, when the game first came out, was not available on this plane, so I couldn't set altitude using the system. Dude, I'm getting a whole bunch of lightning. Are you getting any lightning on yours?
No, I've got clear skies. Let me check my weather. Oh yeah, that'd be why.
Because you're set to clear skies? I mean, I'm getting no rain. Like you said, it looks like the storm's mainly off to our west there. There's a few dark clouds and the occasional lightning coming through. Let's come down here and check weather. Radar is really displaying anything interesting. Okay, so let's do you want to do a specific approach potentially to our destination? Do we want to try ILS? Do we want to try, or do we just want to do a visual thing?
May as well go for a visual.
Visual, okay. I'm gonna start up Sim Toolkit Pro just so I can have some charts. Been a while since I've used this thing too. Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of data available. I may need to update, I don't know. Live map. Right, flight planning. Create a new plan. Departure. That one, 2 Kilo, Charlie Lima Echo. Oh, yeah. Search fleet. Let's do you. What's my fleet? What fleet do I have? I guess we'll use the BB-58, see if that works now. So flight planning. KB, yep, KCLE, yep, BB-58, it's a private. Okay, flight number U65B. Let's see if this works. This may or may not work. Unknown aircraft type. That's usually what happens when I do this. So Beechcraft Baron, B. What's the other planes that I have? The 350 is the King Air, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, I'm gonna need to play around with this plane a little bit more. I don't know where the autopilot controls are besides the disconnect button.
Isn't it usually the disconnect and turn on the same button?
No? Or like I can figure out I have the master autopilot switch.
Yeah.
And I have the autopilot control panel that allows me to set like heading or GPS navigation, altitude hold. But as far as making any adjustments or activating the GPS navigation, I haven't the buggiest.
Interesting. Alright, let's try this aircraft, see if this loads. There we go, this one's generating. A little bit of a flight plan. And I'm just doing this to get the airport kind of set here, so I can actually bring up. Sure, fly now, whatever. All right, arrival charts. Let's look at some of the charts here. I think you guys can see my screen, right? Okay, you can. All right, so airport diagram. So this is what we are arriving into here. I wish there was a way for me to like rotate this. Oh wait, yep, got it. I need approach. What runway do you want us to? Actually, I might. Do you think we can reach the radio here to see what runways are active?
Might be able to.
Might be able to. Let's see if it's just showing.
It's going to be on the outer edge of the range right now, though.
Here. ATIS. Looks like for arrivals, 127.85. So we're going to try that. If I can remember how to turn my comm. There it is. Okay. 127.85. Let's give it a switch.
Cleveland Airport information, Charlie 19000. Line 248.5. Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 1,100 feet, few clouds at 4,300 feet, few clouds at 12,400 feet. Temperature, tree 1.
It's like Rose. Nope. There we go.
Altimeter tree 0.06. ILS runway 24 left and ILS runway 24 right in use. Landing and departing runway 24 left and runway 24 right. VFR aircraft, say direction of flight.
So it looks like 24
Instructions. Advise
left and 24 right.
contact you have Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's
Cleveland Airport information, Charlie.
information Charlie received. Should be good there. Based on our charts, there should be a compass on where north is, right, on this thing? 24 left,
North
24
is
right.
generally up. Yeah, right there. On the left side.
Left side this?
So there's a V shape.
Mm-hmm. So one's magnetic north and one's true north?
Right.
Okay. But runway 28 shouldn't be coming in from the right, I wouldn't think, right? You would think that'd be more like 1 up. That doesn't seem right.
Well, we're looking for 2-4.
Well, 2-4, based on this, is on the northern side of the airport, which doesn't make sense either. I would expect 2-4 to be on the southern side of the airport.
So it's the direction that you're going to be pointing. So 2-8 is pointing just north of west. 2-4 is going to be more of a southwest.
Okay. Sure. Sorry, it's been a while. I'm forgetting things now. Okay, so we will do, I guess we'll form a, what is that, a left base? If we have to go on that? Okay. So we will do a left base when we're there, which is in about 24 minutes, not too much longer. What's the pause button on my track IR? I need to find that real quick. Toggle center. I swear there's a way to pause track IR tracking. Pause is F9. Okay, there it is. Alright, let's pause this. There we go. Now, every time I turn my head, it's not going to be weird. We can just look out the window. Enjoy the flight, everyone. You know, I don't know how many of you guys, again, have flight sim or anything like that, but it is a pretty good game to relax with here. How far am I from you, by the way? Probably pretty far.
Yeah. That's one thing I wish they would add to the tags is how far away you are from the other person.
Yeah, I only show name, I don't show altitude, so. But it'll be cool, you know, we're flying from a very country, secluded area to a city. So,
yep.
Get good variety here. As we chill. You still using SimConnect at all? Or SimToolkit Pro?
Not today, no.
I just wanted to see what my touchdown speed was compared to yours, you know.
Alright.
I mean, you don't have autopilot. It'll be annoying for you to turn it on right now.
Oh, I was able to get it to, like, I've got it set up in heading mode right now.
Oh, well, you're good there.
So, yeah, I've figured a few things out, but I'm still gonna have to play with it some more.
Do you experience any random events like equipment malfunctions, etc.? You can actually configure for that.
Yeah.
If you go into general options and do, what is it, flight model? No. What is it? Isn't there a thing?
Yeah, I think there is a failures that you can set up.
MISC? No. Developer mode, VR, flight model, modern, data. Anyways, maybe it's at the main menu where you set it up. I forget where. But yeah, you can definitely set up percent chances of failures. Honestly, failures are so rare, kind of in real life anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, how often does a normal pilot run into an error? Or a failure?
Rare.
Like,
It's rare.
But they do exist. And if you do something wrong with your plane, it's going to have failures to begin with. Like, if I go back to my cockpit and for some reason I'm clicking around and then all of a sudden I turn off my fuel selector, well, then that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
My engine will stall and die. And then I'll have to deal with the repercussions. Now, with our altitude, there's basically no time to troubleshoot. It's basically going to a field and land.
If one engine dies, we can probably still limp into an airport. With the high performance engines that we have on these aircraft, though, you can destroy the engine in real life by doing things like having a high manifold pressure setting with a low RPM setting.
Yeah. So it's a good idea, you know, look at your gauges. You know, my oil pressure's in green, oil temperature's green, my fuel flow's green, my RPM's green, my manifold pressure's green.
Yeah. I mean, we're basically running nearly flat out along this just because we can. But in real life, we would pull the... Well...
I'm at like 75%.
Yeah, but your prop's still full forward.
Oh, fine.
You're not leaned.
Fine. See, this is the difference in experience from like flight sim versus real life. I sit here and be like, everything's normal, and you're just like, no. Yeah. Poor guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
I
I
will
can
say
see you now,
this
though.
ahead. Yeah, caught up to you while you were paused. Yeah, more than likely though, you're going to have a much better landing than I will, just because I'm still learning this airplane. It's this thing is heavy.
Don't I have a better landing than you normally anyways? I think honestly I do, but not by much, and I think it's only because I have a joystick and you don't. I bet if you had a joystick, you'd be just doing butter landings the whole time.
Yeah,
It
maybe.
would just be a non-issue.
But this airplane is much heavier handling in its handling than I'm used to, and I'm very much still learning it, so I doubt I'm going to have a nice landing at all.
And chat, what we might end up doing for the next flight is, of course, if you guys have somewhere you want me to fly over or through, we can maybe take some city suggestions, and we'll see if there's any missions that we can take there using the kind of SkyPad mission network here. Yeah, so we're still flying over to Kilo Charlie Lima Echo. That's all normal. It's a concrete runway. They have ILS. It could be a lit runway, but it's daytime. Totally fine there. And once we land there, we just have to park, drop off our cargo, and then we get paid.
Everyone's favorite part.
Yep. Apparently they will eventually be adding the whole buy and manage aircrafts to this thing eventually. I really hope they do, because right now, I mean, having missions is cool and all, but the economy aspect of it's more interesting to me if
Yeah.
that gets added. Tree, cactus, tree, hill? There's no cactuses, no cacti here. This is West Virginia. Well, actually, we're in Ohio right now. It's a little bit more flat, a little bit more farmland everywhere.
Yep. And that's one of the biggest differences between flying in the U.S. versus flying around like Europe, is there's a whole lot of nothing in the U.S.
Yep, we just have infinite room. I would say the East Coast is a little bit more dense.
Oh
for
yeah.
sure. In general, but that's just because it's like the oldest part of the U.S. And then you flying with vaccines? Yeah, this mission was to take vaccines up to Cleveland, Ohio. Which we are making good time with, actually. If I were to pop in here and say we're about 16 minutes out. So it's a nice chill flight. Nothing crazy. We are using live weather though. I don't know why this shadow is all like dotty. Let me check my settings real quick. Because I was messing with them when we were doing some VR to see if I can squeeze out more performance, and honestly, I don't need to do that now. Come on, apply. Let's see what Ultra does. It's all dotty shadow. That's really weird. I don't know. I'm excited for the... I don't think the performance update is hit yet. I honestly don't. Thank you for helping out for in the virtual pandemic. Hey, no problem, man.
I definitely have noticed a dramatic increase on load times. And menu performance especially.
Well, let me see here.
Getting a little bit better in the frames. Not a ton, though.
Let's try. Where's my flight sim channel? There it is. Because they just had a recent thing, right? Development update. So let's take a look at this real quick. Our Performance Plus flight has officially taken off. We missed us today, blah, blah, blah. We'd like to announce our stand. I'm pretty sure it's still an opt-in thing. Deployed.
I wonder if I opted in somehow.
Because I think they're doing all the performance stuff, right, for their Xbox launch this month. Which is part of, I think, Sim Update 5. If I remember correctly. Yeah, there's some thunder going on in our flight right now. Third-party update, marketplace. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I definitely just don't think it was announced yet. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my pressure to 30.60. Where is that at? Was it 30.06 or 30.60? Hold on. Let's listen in to the
30.06. 3060 is that's a little outside the range.
Few clouds at 1,100 feet, few clouds at 4,300 feet, few clouds at 12,400.
2993 is actually where it's at right now. Alright, and then nose up a bit. Just get some height back. Because updating that meant I'd kind of dropped 200 or so feet. Look at that highway out there. Working its way through this real flat area. What's the button to center your camera?
I don't
just
know.
do it. I think it's... Is it home? I don't know. I don't know. Control space. Okay, yeah, that looks like it's a reset sort of thing. Alright, so we are 12 minutes out. Do we want to maybe go a little bit heading to the right? Maybe heading like 5 or 05?
I mean, we're still 30 miles out.
I just want to make sure I'm far enough east that it, you know, it's an easy kind of turn in. Because otherwise, we would be generally, what, flying over the airport?
No, we fly at it until we're in the vicinity, and then we just enter straight into the pattern.
You're in front of me now.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
Well, I leaned out my mixture like you told me to do. A little bit. I'm only at 80% lean. But I also throttled back a touch, also.
Well, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to download the avionics upgrade for this airplane.
There's an avionics upgrade?
Yeah, I can get the GTN 750 GPS installed with its magical touchscreen,
Oh.
And I actually I use its smaller version in real life, the 650.
Nice.
Very, very nice GPS. Garmin actually has an iPad tool out there to be able to try it out and get proficient with buttons and whatnot. And it's completely free.
What kind of view, chat, do you guys want? You want the exterior view? You want, like, maybe the interior backseat view? Maybe back quarter of the wing? You can watch us get buffeted around a little bit. Do you use money from these missions for plane upgrades? No, currently these missions, so this is third-party software, so it really doesn't affect the simulation at all. Though I think when I start a mission, it might actually, you might actually set my weight on the plane. I'm not sure about that. I know some add-ons do that. So really what's happening is, at the moment, money's used for nothing for the add-on that I have. But there's other add-ons that's like you can buy planes in the add-on. That doesn't mean necessarily you're buying it for the sim, but when you fly that plane in the sim, that means the add-on recognizes that you also own it. And you can do missions with it. So there's some add-ons that do that. That might eventually come to the Sky Park. I'm not sure about that. But boy, do I like my Baron.
I'm gonna start a nice shallow descent down to about 1,000 feet.
You're just gonna chill at 1,000 feet here?
Well, I'm only descending at like 300 feet per minute.
Let me see the airport here. We're going runway 24, right?
Correct.
I mean, I know this diagram is for, like, you know, RNAV or ILS, but it kind of doesn't want you to below 2,000 feet until you're like 4 nautical miles out.
Mm-hmm. So the whole point of those approaches is to make sure that you're not going to have any issues. And by keeping you higher up,
You get time.
yeah, you have greater separation. There's certain minimums that those approaches have to be set to for the obstacles that are out there. And well, maybe I won't go down to 1,000 feet, seeing as how field elevation is 800.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we're still 18 nautical miles out, which means we're about 5 minutes. So I would say at 10 nautical miles from me is when I'll start, like, kind of putting about, changing things. So Cleveland isn't really even in sight yet for me. Too much.
yeah, nice leisurely descent though is much better than just dumping power and diving down, at least on the comfort level.
Are you talking
For
about what I
passengers.
do every time? I'm not carrying passengers. I'm just carrying vaccines. In which case, the vaccines aren't going to complain.
I mean,
I just got to make sure the landing's soft. And I'm sure they put it in some foam or something back there. Right, chat? Well, then again, maybe my passengers are chat. Are you guys okay back there? You guys comfy? I mean, you got a nice little table. I mean, you guys got a door. It's pretty cool. You can turn on the lights. Next flight, I'm 100% taking the Moody.
Yeah, well, you'll be on your own for that one because it's going to be about time for me to head off.
That's fine.
Unfortunately.
That's fine. I'll just try and flounder my way through like an ILS flight. As it goes. At some point, I'm going to have to try VATSIM again. Vaccines prefer a nice dive. I know, right? I'm going to inject myself into the runway. That's what I'm going to be doing. Can you have a drink back there? Yeah, you can totally have a drink back there. We have bottled water. Complimentary bottled water. I'm trying to get my zoom to be at a good distance. There we go. That's fine. That's visible. Since I didn't get much performance, we're going back to just high end. Safe. Okay, so we're 10 nautical miles out. Beechcraft Baron, 10 miles to the south. Looking for VFR landing. Man, you are way lower than me. Alright, let's get my headset back on. Set
Doing
that.
a different kind of IFR flying. Doing that I follow roads flying.
No. That's good flying to do. Alright, do we see the airport? Looks like I see the airport.
I see the airport.
Alright, so at this point, autopilot's coming off. And we are going for a bit of a trip here, guys. Alright, let's prepare for landing. I believe for the Baron, the cow flaps are closed for landing. Going to reset my mixtures here, get everything's good to go. Throttle down a little bit. So there's Cleveland International Airport. Everyone. I don't know why my performance is so bad right now.
Yeah, I started chugging along as we started getting into town.
Is Cleveland a detailed airport? Probably.
I don't remember.
Alright. Go ahead, I'm gonna fly parallel to the runway here. Keep it on our left. And I will descend down to about 2,000 feet. There's downtown Cleveland, by the way, guys. It's all the way out there. So it's a ways out. Ooh, it's a little choppy. I'm getting bounced around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You get your tray table in the upright position? Good. Seatbelt light is on. Alright, first notch of flaps coming out. We doing left or right?
Entering on a right 45 to make a left traffic into the runway.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about like, are we doing 24L or 24R?
You go left, I'll go right.
Okay. Because it's going to be occupied otherwise, right? So save some time by doing that. Okay. I am on left base. For traffic out on the right side, since there's that other runway I'm kind of intercepting here. But isn't that the active runway? But you never know. Players are probably still there. There's a nice train yard that I'm flying over. Is there a parachute? You guys won't need a parachute. There's gonna be a nice, good landing here. Alright, final notch of flaps coming out. We'll get the gear down. Landing lights coming on. Not important, but whatever. Get landing lights on. Turning on to final. I tell you, my friend, you need to get track IR. It just makes the awareness so much better.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a joystick first, though.
Yeah, that might be a little bit required. Alright, we're lined up. Short final now.
Oof.
Dropping like a rock.
My frames are dropping. Down to 4 or 5 frames.
That wasn't very good. That wasn't very good. That wasn't very good at all. My alignment was fine, but my flare was awful. Real bad. Alright, go ahead and take this first exit. As a... What was that? Pretty sure a jet just flew over us. Oh, you're floating. You're doing pretty good. Looking good there. Your wheels aren't down on my screen, but you're looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Nice and smooth. And he's down, folks. And I'm in the grass.
Nope. Not yet.
Oh, on your generic aircraft you were.
Oh.
It just helped don't do rubbernecking on while taxiing in an airport. Stall. 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 Alright, flaps coming up. Landing lights coming off. Taxi light coming on. And we'll just pull up over by this shed. This hangar here. Some sort.
Well, that was definitely my best landing in this to date.
Can you fly a B-2 from Whiteman Air Force Base? That's where your family's from? Like a B-2 bomber? I don't have one of those installed.
Yeah. I'm sure we could probably get one for FSX, but I don't think there's anyone that's put one out for this sim yet.
Alright, we'll just park here. Parking brake is on. We will unload. There we go. Okay, any plane? Sure. Where's Whitefield Air Force Base?
I would think it's in Arkansas.
There's Mount Washington Regional Airport. You think it's in Arkansas? It's around here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Missouri.
Noster?
Well, let's see here. Ooh. Okay. All right, you wanted to compare landings. Let's compare.
Oh no, I don't want to compare now. I don't want to compare. Mine was so bad. Alright, log. Landing reports. Alright, fine. I was about 3 feet right of the center line. 925 feet from the threshold. Vertical speed 177. 1.25 Gs.
So I was 13.7 left of center line, but 73 feet per minute on touchdown.
What was your threshold?
Threshold was 2434. I floated.
You floated. But a softer landing is worth floating in a smaller aircraft like this.
Nothing wrong with a little float.
Nothing wrong with little float. Alright. Whiteman Air Force Base. Let me do Whiteman AFB code. SZL. Alright, let's go back to main menu and we will see what we can do here. About going to Whiteman Air Force Base. Okay, SEO.
But that will be it for me today.
Okay, well, thanks for coming out for a little flight.
It's a good flight.
Appreciate it.
Indeed. Y'all have a good one.
So I don't have any missions out there, but you know what? We can go ahead and just fly out there if they have the runway. KSCO. Whiteman Air Force Base. Noster. Alright, it says departure, and let's see what sort of plane to fly here. I don't really have any Air Force type things. Maybe let's do... Oh, we'll fly the Mooney. I like the Mooney. It's just really fun. Alright, we'll load in. take a gander at this Air Force base. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Actually, let's show you guys kind of what the external elements look like here. If I turn all these on, by the way, this is a purchasable aircraft. So, you know, we can have the little toe decal here, all of our coverings for intake, brakes, pitot covers, little APU for battery. Open up the luggage compartment, co-pilot door. It's a very beautiful little airplane. Okay, golden dart done. Alright, back. Alright, let's get this thing started up. So we will first use the left fuel tank, which we need to look at for our current fuel, I believe. Doesn't have, yeah, there it is. So we get about 15 gallons in the left. I don't know if we can see the right, if it has a thing or not. I don't know. The right has about 15 also. Okay, so let's get this, I'm just trying to get settled here. Let's get this thing started up. Mixture is going to full. That's good. That's all fine. There, crack the throttle a bit. Let's go master switch, aviator. Aeronautics type stuff. Master caution can come off. Give it a little bit of fuel pump. Pump some fuel in there. Okay. And turn the key. Start up very smooth. Fuel pump is back off. Told you elevator trim is good. Since we're stopped and there's no one else around, let's go and do a run up. Maybe do 2,000 RPM here. Check one magneto. Back to both. Check right magneto. It's good. Amperage didn't really die there. Alright, fuel flow. Left fuel 24, right fuel 24. Outside air temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. No switches here, flipped. fine. Zoom into our little airport here. Okay. All right, Matthew. Where do you want to fly from here? North, south, east, west? I don't know this area. Engine sounds real good. Okay. So from here, let's go in and get our lights on. Recognition light and taxi lights. Put off. One notch of flaps. And we will taxi to the north of the airfield and just take off, departure to the south. This little plane, by the way, is very fast for its size. So, be prepared for that. It's so fast, it's got air brakes. It needs air brakes. That's how fast this thing is. Linked in a Discord a photo of WFB from a month ago. I mean, is that going to help me navigate to where you need to go? Or want me to go? I don't know. Where is screenshots? I don't see anything linked in here. Oh no. Maybe I was in the wrong one. Nope. Nope. I don't see anything linked in the Discord. Alright, well, we'll just take off. We'll give it a whirl. Flight Sim 2020 chat. Okay. B-2 bomber doing touchdowns. Oh, that's real cool. That is real cool. So that means, I mean, that house is literally right on the airfield, just about. That means if we were to, you know, fly up, in theory, you should be able to pinpoint your cousin's house if you know where it is. If you want to. We can show you. It's not going to be maybe the right house model, but the location of where it is should be accurate. Taking off with a bit of a headwind, which is good. Full throttle. And we can rotate. Coming up. Boom, just like that. Take off like a rocket ship in this little thing. So the Air Force Base has what appears to be, looks like one runway. So over to the right here looks a little bit more like either the Air Force Base or the town proper, not sure. Alright, let's lean this thing out. I have a feeling that's the Air Force Base, to be honest. And then maybe that side's the town proper. Not sure. Town is on the north end. It definitely looks like it. So, based on that, I feel like your cousin's house might be near either this woods or on the opposite side, near the farmland. But I want to say it might be like this set of houses or something over there. Commanding missile silos, nice. Nice. Well, this gives you a little bit of a different perspective of the area. I don't know if you've ever been. Got a football field, gotta have one of those. Baseball field too. "100 years north and east of the northern tip of the runway." Alright, let's see if we can't force this plane to turn a little bit. So that would be this side then. Probably. Maybe that house? It's probably one of these two. It's a new build, so it isn't in the game. But the intersection's right there. Okay. Cool. I mean, it's just using big maps, so in theory, it could have been there, depending on when the satellite scan kind of took place. I was pushing our plane a little too hard for some of that maneuvering. It was screeching at us, being a little upset. Okay, well, let's go ahead and maybe land on the same runway that the B-2 bomber was landing in the other day. Get our gear down. Salute the town. Yeah, no, it's really cool that, you know, you have the whole world to essentially fly through using this thing. Come on. Come on. There we go. Definitely a much better landing than the one just a bit ago. Definitely floated a little too long. B2s are loud. Well, they're stealth for radar, not stealth for noise. Here, let's see. Let's see if that logged in our landing. So this one was a little bit better. For sure. That one was like, you know, like 86 foot per minute kind of vertical speed. Decent amount of G-forces on it. So, okay. Cool. I think I might be done with this for a bit. I have some chores to do this Monday since I have the day off. There's just stuff I need to get done. I'm still trying to find a game to record, guys, for standard episodes. So we'll see. I might come back for another stream at the usual time for Medieval Dynasty. But until then, I think I'll just keep chilling and doing some of these for you all. So if you have any games, suggestions, let me know. And we'll see if there's anything fun that I feel like playing. This game is beautiful. So with that, we'll see you all in the next stream. So this little one is over.